you ever wondered what Amsterdam is all about? Don't just read about the culture that has accepted cannabis. Experience it firsthand with CS Travel's Sensible Amsterdam Tour with NORML. Travel to one of Europe's most beautiful cities this January for an educational and recreational visit to a city that regulates cannabis like alcohol. CS Travel has arranged an exclusive visit for reform-minded Americans that includes a private tour of some of Amsterdam's most renowned coffee shops, educational seminars with coffee shop proprietors, local law enforcement, members of the Cannabis Retailers Association, and NORML staff. Entertainment includes a special evening at the Boom Chicago Comedy Club, canal tours, visits to the city's many museums, including the world-famous Van Gogh Museum. Don't just wonder about Amsterdam, experience the beauty and freedom of this unique city firsthand with CS Travel and NORML's Sensible Amsterdam Tour. Pricing information is available online at coffeeshoptravel.com. That's coffeeshoptravel.com. Or call toll-free at 800-816-1846. That's 800-816-1846. Be a sensible American. Visit Amsterdam with CS Travel and NORML this January. Call 1-800-816-1846 right now to book your trip. More information is available at NORML.org. And distributed by the National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Laws in Washington, D.C. This is your daily audio stash, the growing truth about cannabis. Welcome to the most popular audio podcast regarding marijuana in all of America and all the world, featuring interviews with scientists, politicians, doctors, prohibition policy activists, regular cannabis consumers, musicians, and NORML staff and NORML's board of directors, along with music and comedy no other podcast can offer. You can always find out more about the show at our website, NORMLAudiostash.com. We're ending marijuana prohibition with education, one listener at a time. Welcome back to NORML's Daily Audio Stash. Today, it is Thursday, September 6th. I'm your host, Chris Goldstein. Take a moment to join us at NORML to help end marijuana prohibition in America. Just visit NORML.org to make your donation or join NORML today. Folks, prohibition won't stop until we all get involved with reform, so make sure you get involved today. Just visit NORML.org. That's NORML.org. On the show today, we're going to speak with Michael Crawford from the Boston Freedom Rally. We're also going to have one of the musicians who'll be on stage there, Linda, from the group Angeline. We're going to get to play a track from them called Revolution Evolution. Next week here on the program, we'll continue speaking with the musicians involved with the Boston Freedom Rally. We'll speak with Robbie Roadsteamer and Dave Tree next week and also have some tracks leading up to the event. NORML's Daily Audio Stash will be there in Boston on the Boston Common. So if you have a chance, make sure to stop on by and say hello. We're going to have some live event audio from the Boston Freedom Rally for you in the next couple of weeks right here on NORML's Daily Audio Stash. First up today, we have some very cool daily news. Our news today. NORML launches in-world office on Second Life. The National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Laws is expanding its online message and virtual presence to the popular 3D visual world of Second Life. On Thursday, September 6th, that's today, NORML launches its Second Life virtual office. Visitors to the digital 3D office will be able to pick up information and free materials about NORML and marijuana law reform. as well as obtain NORML merchandise for their online characters. The in-world office will also make available specially produced podcasts for the Second Life visitors. NORML's founder Keith Strupp will be available to chat with visitors who stop by the office for its grand opening, which takes place at noon Pacific time. Quote, building effective and influential coalitions within online communities, in particular emerging Web 2.0 social networking communities such as Second Life, is an integral part of NORML's educational and outreach activities, close quote, said NORML Executive Director Alan St. Pierre. St. Pierre continued, quote, whether it's in the real world or the virtual world, NORML is committed to educating the public on the need to end the senseless prohibition of marijuana, close quote. Launched in 2003, Second Life is an ever-growing 3D online digital world inhabited by more than 9 million online residents from over 100 countries. Visitors create three-dimensional personas known as avatars to interact with other residents and engage in online commerce. For more information about NORML's Second Life office, please visit norml.org and scroll down to the news section of the page. That'll have direct links to help you teleport in Second Life right to NORML. And NORML's Second Life office opening is a great success. I was just in there a few minutes ago. There's probably about 40 people hanging out on or around the NORML office there in Second Life. A great crowd, too. You can find all kinds of cool stuff, including a free NORML avatar t-shirt, which you can find my NORML podcast avatar wearing right now. So if you have a chance, make sure to teleport by to the NORML office right on Second Life today. Coming up for you next in the podcast, we're going to speak with Michael Crawford, the music coordinator for the Boston Freedom Rally. Michael Crawford is one of the co-directors of MassCan and NORML in Massachusetts. He's been putting together the groups who appear on stage at the Boston Freedom Rally for some years now. Michael, welcome here to the Audio Stash today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, Chris.
Great to speak with you today, Michael. Now, I know you're coordinating the many, many bands who will be on stage for the Boston Freedom Rally September 15th. Tell us about some of the bands who are going to appear.
We've got a number of bands. You know, one of the big bands is Robbie Roadsteamer, who's, a part-time DJ at one of the big rock stations in town, WBCN. And he's been playing for quite a while, and he's quite the comedian, and people in Boston know about him and love him, and he's one of our headliners. We also have Angeline, who's, a couple of moms that are playing, which, they're a phenomenal band. So we got a great lineup of music, like, as we always do. Superpower is another band that's on the bill. They've been around for a little while, and their lead singer is Dave Tree, who, a lot of people who've been to the Freedom Rally will know Tree. Tree played the Freedom Rally 10 years in a row. So, we've got a great lineup again.
And what kinds of bands get to play? I know there's a lot of local hard rock, then some guys who specifically incorporate marijuana into their lyrics.
I think that helps you. Ben Scale has that great song, and our audience asked for it. I think that's the biggest thing that we're looking for, is that our audience wants to see those bands. And, traditionally Boston has had a lot of hotter bands, a lot of, hardcore scene. So we've always done some of those bands, but we also look for other bands, like, say, something like Ben Scale's a little more scaled down. Pun on his name, excuse me. But, definitely, it's a lot of it's about who people want to see, and also who is out there talking about marijuana reform, whether it's a hard rock band or a jam band. It's, if you're talking about marijuana reform and you have a following, that's who we want on our show.
And Michael, I know with all of the college and university students, there is a young trending event here. It really is kind of a local event for the campus residents there.
Yeah, what's interesting about the rally is we do also have some folks that do fly in, and, our annual out-of-town guests and vendors. We get a lot of vendors from out of town. But also, I think the big thing that we have going for us is, we're right downtown Boston and right, on a T line. So all the kids from the suburbs, you know, they all come to our show, as well as the, 25 or 30 colleges within 10 miles of our event. So, we get a lot of kids from, colleges. We also get a lot of professors. We also get a lot of the nonprofit organizations. Boston is a huge city and pretty diverse, and people come out and they support this from all stripes. So.
And how about the Boston music scene? I hear it's really thriving these days.
Yeah, I would say it's huge. It's always been that way. I think the thing with Boston is that we're close enough to New York, but we're just far enough away so that we have our own music scene. And, there's a lot of independent music. There's a lot of independent labels, and it's always been that way. And I think it will always be that way because, like I said, you've got all the colleges, and you've got some great clubs, and it's a town with probably, 1,000, maybe even 2,000 bands, and, maybe half of them are great. So that's pretty much, we're very lucky with, the amount of good bands that, personally I get to see every weekend. So.
And I didn't have a chance to ask this of Bill Downing, but how does the local media treat the Boston Freedom Rally each year?
I think in the past it's been somewhat negative in a lot of respects, and I think there's certain people out there that still kind of pile on to us. But I think it's gotten better over the years. And, I think a lot of the time it's they're trying to just kind of ignore us now. It's not so much the bad articles, it's just they're trying to, just pretend that we don't even exist, which, also has some, certain issues. But, for the most part, I think we do have a lot of friends in Boston, and I think a lot of people do support us, especially people that grew up around here. You find that the local, TV stations and the local newspaper writers, the people that have been here for 10 or 20 years, they actually support us.
So this is a well-accepted large local event everyone has a pretty high level of awareness of.
It's definitely a Boston tradition at this point, and I think a lot of that has to do with some of the bands that we had in the past and the sponsorship both from, National NORML, High Times, and the radio station WBCN. I mean, I think all three of those have really helped us out a lot in getting the word out and keeping us going and, making people remember every September to come down to the Boston Common.
Michael Crawford helps put together the bands for the Boston Freedom Rally. More information is available online at masscan.org, and we have links at normalaudiostash.com. Stay tuned. We're going to speak with one of the musicians who will be on stage on Saturday, September 15th, Linda from the group Angeline. That's coming up next.
You're listening to NORML's Daily Audio Stash.
The NORML Foundation is now accepting podcast sponsorship applications. To find out more about how your business or nonprofit foundation can get your message right here on the NORML podcasts, give us a call at 888-67-NORML. That's 888-67-NORML. You can also send us an email to podcast@norml.org. That's podcast@norml.org. Your business or foundation can have your message included into the most popular marijuana law reform podcast in America. Contact the NORML Foundation to sponsor NORML's podcasting. Give us a call at 888-67-NORML.
What's up, guys? This is Miss High Times 2007, and you're chilling with us here at the NORML Podcast.
As part of our showcase of the Boston Freedom Rally, we're going to interview some of the musicians who will be on stage during the event, starting today with Linda, who's part of the folk rock group Angeline. They can be found online at myspace.com/Angeline Music. We have links to them at normalaudiostash.com. Linda, welcome here to the show today.
Thanks so much, Chris.
Great to speak with you. Linda, first, tell us how you got involved with the Boston Freedom Rally.
Well, Mike C., who runs the Masscan, or is involved with the Masscan, I don't know if he runs it exactly, but he's a fan and a friend, and he was kind enough to feel like our music and our vibe and our values and our presence would be a good fit. It's something I've always wanted to do, so I'm really honored to be able to do it.
Now, tell us a bit about the group Angeline. This is a great sound you have going on. How long have you been playing together?
Oh, thanks, Chris. Well, we've been together not that long, about 2 years, not even. We just finished kind of pulling together our lineup, and everybody in the band is super, super busy, working musicians, and basically it started as a collaboration with my friend Emily Grogan, who's the other lead person, songwriter, singer, and we just started singing for fun and jamming for fun. Our kids are best friends, so when we would be hanging out, we would just start jamming, and then we both have pretty active solo careers, but it was just too good a sound to not make an official project. So then we just started adding players and saying, I think we need let's get Cheryl. She plays vibes. That would be an amazing sound. And let's get Meredith on violin. And we just kept sort of building the sound up from our songs.
Right on. So, Linda, let me ask you, what's the insider view here of the music scene in Boston right now?
Well, the thing about Boston is that there's so much music. There's old school stuff. People like Dennis Brennan and Laurie Sargent and Dana Colley from Morphine. People who've been playing for 20, 25, 30 years, who are just phenomenal artists who maybe haven't hit the big charts, but who just keep working, and you can go see them any night of the week at small clubs here in Boston. There's and then there's young hipster bands, and there's bands like Bang Camaro. There's heavy metal, there's rock, there's jam bands. It's just such an incredibly rich, diverse musical scene. I mean, I'll meet people that have been working for as long as I have, and for whatever reason our paths have never crossed, but we're just finally looking at each other going, oh my gosh, I've been watching your career for 20 years, and now I finally get to meet you. So. Cool. It's big and it's diverse and it's very strong. And of course T-Max from The Noise is a huge supporter of he's just helped so many bands along the way.
Now, you're on the High and Dry record label there in Boston. That was an offshoot of one of my favorite bands of all time, Morphine. Never can get enough of the Cure for Pain album. But being involved with an independent label, does that give musicians more options and more control over the music, do you think?
Oh, definitely. I mean, when you're on a bigger label, there's different. I mean, there's advantages because they support you more in terms of being able to handle distribution and perhaps throw more money at you. But High and Dry is really unique and really special in that it's more of a community. It's really more of a family. Just so many artists who've been working together in all different kinds of combinations and playing on each other's records. And the loft where Mark Sandman lived and worked is where High and Dry is based. And basically they turned that into a full-fledged recording studio. It was pretty active when Mark was still alive, but when he died, the guys, Billy Conway and Dana Colley, really committed to keeping his legacy alive, and a lot of great music comes out of that place.
And Linda, we're about to play the song Revolution Evolution from the Powdered Pearls album. Tell us a bit about where this song came from.
Well, Emily wrote that. I helped with the arranging, and definitely we worked a lot of stuff out together, but that's definitely Emily's tune. Emily Grogan, she's an amazing songwriter, and but it comes out of something that we really share and dialogue a lot about is, we really believe that everybody can change the world in some small way, and that our actions every day, that if you are in sync with humanity, you can try to, through right action and through political and spiritual consciousness, that you can hopefully live a life that benefits, all humans and all creatures, as much as you possibly can, So the song is talking about evolution on a bigger scale and revolution at the same time. And I think what Emily's really saying in that song is that if you keep evolving as a person, if you keep growing as a person and changing and being open to the world and truly embracing different people and really dialoguing and actually walking the talk instead of just theorizing, that you can create revolution that way, So
right on.
I think that's what the song is about.
And do regular Bostonians know about the Freedom Rally each year?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I've gone, every year that I could go, and there's always a big buzz about it, and it's a chance to come out and show solidarity around just a really important cause. That this is just silly at this point that marijuana is not recognized as an organic, natural element that people can partake in for healing purposes or for their own headspace purposes or for whatever reason, but just the freedom to be able to enjoy and use this herb. Basically, I think people in Boston, are really happy to get behind it and support it. So yeah, I'm hoping we have a great turnout. I hope we have good weather. So I hope.
Always to pray for an outdoor event, that's for sure.
Well, Linda, this has been a great conversation here today. I really appreciate you taking time to join us, and we're going to get to playing Revolution Evolution here in just a moment. Thanks for joining us here today.
Thanks so much.
Right on.
Have a great day. All right, take care.
You too.
Linda is a member of the group Angeline. They can be found online with links we have at normalaudiostash.com. Here's one of their tracks, Revolution Evolution.
It's like a picture that you'd never take, but one to be forgotten. It's not a mistake, but a heartache, so we got no regrets. This world is spinning, we're so dizzy, it's that thrill that you've forgotten. So if you want to turn around, you can put your feet right on the ground. And if you want to start an evolution, just turn your head and you will make a revolution. And if you can't stand all the mass confusion, just turn your head and you may find a new solution that holds a key. I just woke up today to see this life in all its grand illusion. People rushing all around, they're all so high on mass confusion. You can't slow down, you can't slow down. You know you can still change your mind. And if you want to turn around, well, gravity will get you from behind. And if you want to start an evolution, just turn your head and I will make a revolution. And if you're tired of all the mass confusion, just turn your head and you will find a new solution that holds a key. The rhythm still sounds the same. Well, we'll give it one more bang, and we'll take it back to square one. And they're playing that song again, and it's bringing everything down. Oh, I'm going back to square one. I'm going back. I'm going back. I'm going back. I'm going back to square one. To square one. Da, 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 da.
That was Angeline with Revolution Evolution. You can catch them live on stage September 15th at the Boston Freedom Rally. We have links for more information about the event and the band right up on our website today at normalaudiostash.com.
I know you think I should be legally wed. digging potatoes, eating my yield. And knowing that this feeling's for sure. Some people, well, I don't like your war. I don't like your war. Stand up and shake up, shake up, shake down. You got to walk with your head in the air. Out of life, I think that's only quite fair. Out of life, I think that's only quite fair. Out of life, I think that's only quite fair. Yeah. La 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 la. La 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 la. Should get a job, but personally I'd rather spend the day with my dog. Walking down meadows and falling down lanes. Some people, well, we don't like your game. We don't like your game. I know we don't like your game. Now when you bury me and my friends for good, we shall return to show you misunderstood. We weren't trying to rile you none, just having some of that good clean old fun. Yeah. Well, I know it ain't easy being pushed to the ground. You've got to stand yourself up, shake it all down. You gotta walk with your head in the air. Out of life, I think that's only quite fair. Well, I know it ain't easy being pushed to the ground. You gotta stand up, shake up, shake up, shake down. You got to walk with your head in the air. Out of life, I think that's only quite fair. Out of life, I think that's only quite fair. Out of life, I think that's only quite fair. Yeah. I see you laughing at the hole in my shoe. Well, people, I'll go one further than you. I got one in my elbow too. And looks like out of life, I got more than you. Out of life, I think that's only quite fair. Well, I know it ain't easy being pushed to the ground. You gotta stand up and shake up, shake up, shake down. You got to walk with your head in the air. Out of life, I think that's only quite fair. Out of life, I think that's only quite fair. Out of life, I think that's only quite fair. Yeah. Out of life, I think that's only quite fair. La 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 la. La 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 la.
That was some fine music found at podshow.com. We have links to all the artists at normalaudiostash.com. You've been listening to NORML's Daily Audio Stash, the growing truth about cannabis. Make sure you visit our website at normalaudiostash.com. That's NORMLAUDIOSTASH.com for more information about every day's show. I'm your host, Chris Goldstein. Thanks for listening today. See you at 4:20 tomorrow. Podcasting technology of NORML is made possible by Red Aphid Interactive Media. More information at redapphid.com.